Hello, everybody. Steven Prince here. So we're playing a game called It Gets Lonely Here. I've never played this. I haven't heard of this until earlier today. I wasn't alive during the day. 5 p.m. my time in the U.S. But stuff happened. So I gotta go to Twitch on my phone. Kiss Live, so that's good. Now my other phone. Where the hell goes? I don't know nothing about this game. So this is first time reactions to it. So yeah. Let's get into it. For YouTube, I did turn off music, so there is no music. So there, I won't get any copy warning or anything like that. Hopefully, I turned it off. Options, yeah, music volume off, auto delay, text speed, sound volume. I'll do 50%. Full screen. Skip. No. Font, default language, English. Okay. Let's get into this. We're running through the forest. It's late at night and the sky is as black as pitch. I'm not gonna read none of this. You know, I'm more welcome to read. I mean, I'm going to read, but in my head. So, well, I'll try reading it out loud. There's nothing to let your way save or your way. Blah, blah, blah. Brain not braining. There is nothing to let your way save for the moon's milky glow, but its rays do not reach you, not possible. The trees which surround you, glittering out of the earth like eerie something to a forgotten god, or blunting out most of the light. I still know that words. You cannot see where you are going. Even if you had committed your flashlight at a more suitable hour, however, the light of the sun to aid you, it would be a little use. You do not know where you're going. You have no map, no route, no plan. You are running like a frightened animal, anxious and very nervous. And desire as you run. Stay true. You cannot let yourself be caught. If that were to happen, you are certain that you would be ruined. You have no choice, therefore, but to keep going. On and on and on, though your feet are screaming at you for mercy. You have no idea how long you have been running. Time has begun to blend together. It has lost all meaning. Something sharp snags at the hem of your skirt. Oh, so we're... The fuck are you doing that skirt? Hold on, guys. What? So we are a girl. Okay. By how old? But you do not have the luxury to pause and exhume what has happened. Instead, you tug. No. Your skirt tears, the sound splitting through the forest, and you stumble forward with a shocked gasp. You are free, but at what cost? Your skirt has been something damaged. Irreversible. It might be too late to worry about such trivial matters now. Though, if you do not start running again, and soon she will catch you. Who's she? Then your life will be over. You do not know if she's still following you, but you do not want to risk looking over your shoulder. If you were to see her silhouette beneath a tree looking at you, with that stinky, sweet smile, which once ensured you would lose what little nerve you possess. Your legs would lock up, your blood would freeze in your veins. Oh no! Then you would cripple. It would fall. You would fall, but you would not hit the ground. She will be there to catch you. Did she not promise when you made that contract that you would never be alone? You would like to take back that silly wish of yours, but it's too late for that. It's too late for a lot of things. All you can do is run. You run and run and run while icy fog swirls around your feet. It is cold enough to snap the heat, the sap. It is cold enough to snap the heat from your body and your shoulders, and you shudder from it. It feels as though you are drowning. it feels as though you are being buried alive. Your knees and your shins, meanwhile, are bleeding. You cannot endure much more. But if you value your own life, you must. You run and you run and you run until at long last you reach a fork in the road. There are 3 paths which split off through the forest. Well, 4 if you count the path down which you came. You cannot exactly double back on yourself, though. Not when you have put so much effort into running forward. You can only press on. The 3 paths are signposts, which is something of a strange sight, given you are so deep in the forest. Dark though it may be, you have grown accustomed to the shadows. You can just about pick out the writing on its old, dilapidated signpost covered in planted, though it is. Your faith, if you will, forgive me for sounding cliche, is in your hand. Now I wonder, which path will you take? Oh shit! Go to the shore, go to the village, go to the castle. Oh fuck! We've been what, live for 12 minutes? I don't know, guys. Let's go to the village. So you want to go to the village? Good idea. Let us see what further trials await you there. I may go to the store in a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. In about 34 minutes. This night is far from over, as much as you might wish it was, and there is still much and more to discover. I wonder what will happen next. You follow the path which leads to the village, supporting yourself on weary, aching limbs which feel ready at any moment's notice to snap at the need beneath the burden of your weight. The souls of your feet are screaming at you. You need to lie down quickly. You only hope as you continue to run that you will find a suitable residence in which to rest after food. You do not know what will await you at the village, but you have visions as you run of a quiet, scenic settlement. All something, I'm not even going to say, cottages with slooping roofs. Surely there will be a kindly peasant who will be willing to put up a young runaway for a few nights. You can imagine to the face of this kindly peasant from the fairy tales you read in abundance as a small child. I'm going to turn down that, not down. Okay, so she will be boarded something and ready face with dull brown hair, something breath a cap beneath a cap. Her arms will be sturdy for many years of washing clothes and milking cows, but she will be kind to you and compassionate, just like a mother. You do not know what mothers are like. You hardly ever spoke to yours. You are only guessing. You are not a complete fool. However, despite your tedious to gauge in it, you do have a few reservations. What do I have on my cat? 47. Do not, as you know from... Okay, my mouth is starting to dry out. I'm just going to sharpen this. I'm going to minimize that. And just this. I will be right back. Hey Google, right on 100%. No. Okay, 47, 48, 49, 50. Right now I'm counting change because I'm going to the store. So that's $1. It is still cold though and still foggy. Wait, why did the sound cut off? Oh, it's still very quiet, okay. You can see the moon more clearly now. Please leave Slippers, give me a fucking $1. Oh, I'm playing a game on my phone. That gives me money. So.
Okay. Now that I took off that fucking camera, come the fuck on. I have a shitty camera that captures audio. Even though I don't like it, it's something. But I take it off when I'm streaming. I will be right back. Not like 47 cents plus the thing, which is the dollar on counter. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 6. Seven. I wish I had silver, but I have no silver. There must be one person here, at the very least, who can help you. That is what you are thinking. You resume your search. You filt from cottage to cottage with precision, whatever the fuck that is. Little to show for your determination until you make yet another discovery. This village with its something touched cottages bathed in the moon's glow as a church. Well, of course, it has a church. The villagers who once dwelled here were not godless heathens. Not that their faith did them all that much good in the end. Still, the sight of the church soothes your overtaxed heart. You were so focused on something of a kind washerwoman taking you in. You did not pause to entertain the fancy of a kindly nun doing much the same. All hope is not lost. You approach the church, which seems to tower over you despite its being so humble. The church is a small one, but it is stout and sturdy. It must be, for it has withstood centuries, forever standing centennial on this hill like a relic from a bygone era. Sorry for that, guys. Really? Speak. Speak. You wanted to talk, so talk, Ryder. The church does not have many stained glass windows, but it does not need them. Even without more luxuries trapping, the church still executes an aura and dignified solemnity. So I pick you up and you don't want to speak. But when I put you down and I don't talk to you, you speak. What the hell? What the hell, Ryder? I love you. Give Bubba a kiss. Give Bubba a kiss. Give Bubba a kiss. Go. The stone building. What? What? Scarlet? No. I will handle her. Scarlet, I said no. The stone building is fragmented by a sizable graveyard, one which occupies the rest of the hilltop and some of its sloping sides. The graves, which have been planted by generations of wanderers, woodland something, are hewn from a similar stone to that which the church's walls are made of. Some of the gravestones are shaped like... I'm not even going to pronounce that. While others are shaped like crosses. A handful of headstones are even shaped like angels, though these are few and far between. There are very few people in a village such as this one who can afford such final resting places. You look at the tombstones with an amount, with an almost childlike curiosity, forgetting in your something of the visceral heart rendering fear which grips you as you run through the forest. You are not out of the woods now. You have subconsciously already began to relax. You try to read the name in the... I'm not even going to pronounce that or that tombstones. But it is dark and you are tired, and some of these graves are very, very old indeed. You strain your eyes, but you do not have much luck in this endeavor. Oh well. Such superfluous details are not important. You eventually tire of exhuming the graves in turn. Sorry. This graveyard is an expensive one, unusually so given the village itself is so small. How can it boast so many corpses? And there is much to explore. Is my character actually in the way? Okay, let's try that then. Okay. That seems better. You walk about the perimeter of the church, casting your gaze first here and there, then everywhere, consumed as you are by your immense and something curiosity. And as you do, you see her. She looks like an ordinary girl, small and just like yourself, but she is much, much more than her unremarkable appearance might suggest. For some moments, you observed her hiding all the way in the shadow cast by the church, like a frightened lizard cleaning against a rocky something to shroud itself from the sun. There is no sunlight here, though. There is only the night sky and the stars and the moon. Beneath the moon's light, a silvery implant implanted, the girl is clutching shimmers. It takes you a few moments to see what it is that the girl is clutching in her hands. It is not until you see her manipulate its sharp edge beating into the earth that you understand. It's a shovel. This girl is standing in an isolated corner of the churchyard late at night, and she is digging a grave. Well, you suppose she could always be digging a hole for the sake of it, but her work seems much too precise for this to be the result of a mere whimsy. It is hard for you to see her face given the distance between the prior of you and her. Posture is one that speaks of supreme connection. Okay, battery below 15%. Time to charge. She moves slowly, mechanically, like a woman on a mission, driving the end of her shovel into the earth over and over. Her motions are regular enough to be repetitive. There is something hypnotic almost in the manner in which she attempts this task. Should you risk interrupting her? Do you dare? You get the feeling that she would not appreciate it. The shovel in her hands, meanwhile, is rather hefty. If she wished it, she could cause you no small amount of damage with it. Could anxiety make your skin prickle? Do you not know if you should risk speaking to her when she is in her dark cloak with her shovel? Looks so very strange. But what do you have left to lose? You have come this far. It would be folly to turn back now. It is with this thought in your mind that you decide to approach the strange girl. Your footsteps are quiet. You have grown accustomed to sleeking around like a cat, but they are not quiet enough. The girl's senses must be finely tuned because she blinks. Then she turns. Your eyes meet, and once they do, you feel your breath catch in your throat. You do not have a clear view of the girl before, concealed as you were in the shadows. But now she's looking at you. You can tell that she is pretty. Oh shit. Her skin is very smooth, and her hair, though obscured by a dark hood, is very fair. Her eyes, meanwhile, are a clear, cool blue, like ice. She looks as though she has stepped out of the page of a picture book. She is simply too perfect to belong in this world. Perhaps she is some kind of vision, a walking dream, a hallucination. But no, she is none of those things. The shovel is the shovel she is clutching in her hands looks solid enough. Its pointed tip gleaming, or I'm not even going to say that, or that word, in the moonlight. You steel yourself, expecting perhaps some sort of outburst. But the tension soon drains from the girl's shoulders. Her fingers, which once were gripping the handle of the shovel, tightly relaxes. Her lips curve upwards at the edges. She is smiling, and what a smile it is. It is transformative. When she smiles, she looks angelic almost. Hers is a smile that is so snuffed with the light that your eyes begin to prickle from it. You are so relieved, you almost feel as if you could cry. Oh, my mouth's starting to get dry. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh. Yeah, so I'm only at 66 cents. I was about to say $66. Wait, if I'm at 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73. It has to be a fucking dollar. Nope. It would not be the first time you have wept during this night, and neither would it be too surprised if you did. I've been streaming for 48 minutes. You have been through a lot. You must be exhausted. The girl holding the shovel seems to realize this because she... Alright, I'm just gonna be done talking, honestly, because my mouth's starting to get dry. You know what? Fuck it. I'll be back. I'm going to make me a cup of Kool-Aid. Alrighty, guys, I'm back. No! Don't ask me! Okay. Now, then she says in a rough voice which does not match her dainty appearance. Well, she does live in a royal village. What were you expecting? Oh, it's so good to see another person. I was afraid I was the only person left alive. The only one in the whole world. Now, this is quite the something greeting. Her in something speech is riddled with something exclamation marks. She is rather more personable than she appears. Would make one suggest. You, a well-bred young lady, cannot help but feel overwhelmed. It is your turn now to be on your guard. Anxiety, you anxiously observe the girl with the shovel, and you ask her what she means. What's happened? Oh, did you not know? There is an awful lot. A lot you don't know. So, how much, in fact, would fill a whole encyclopedia? No, a whole library. You shake your head, ashamed at your ignorance, and the girl frowns. You mustn't be from around here, around these parts. I guess I should have known. This village is a small one, and everybody knows everybody else. The girl's expression falls. At least they used to be back when there was still people to know. That ain't the case now, though not after the plague. There was a plague? There was a plague? That would certainly explain why the village, when you walked through it, was so quiet. Did everybody else succumb to this mysterious illness? That's right. It's just me here now. I've not seen another human being in so long. In a long, long time. It gets so lonely here. That is not fucking creepy at all. Now, that is an interesting turn of phrase. It catches inside your head like a burr. You heard it before? You do not have much time to ponder this, however, because the girl takes a step towards you. Oh, but where are my manners? They must have gone rusty after being on my own for so long. My apologies, miss. You look like you've come a long way. You said you were a traveler, yes? And your hands are so very cold, just like ice. Would you like to come inside? Maybe have something warm to eat and to drink? My home's small. I'm afraid, and my food ain't nothing fancy, but I'd be more than willing to share. It's not every day another girl stops by, especially not one as pretty as yourself. I'm feeling very blessed. The girl laughs a cheerful air, some sort of a laugh, which does not match your initial impression of her. You thought when you saw her, the graves, and she would be more distraught somehow and more mysterious. Perhaps you are mix perhaps you are mixing her with somebody else. You are still unsure if you can trust this girl, but your intuition is an appealing one. It is so much more appealing, certainly, than spending the night outdoors in the cold, keeping on the graves. What are you? A romantic poet? Please, you make a show of pondering the girl's invitation. At the very least, you do not want to appear too eager. But your acquaintance is, alas, something. Why would you ever refuse her? She is the first friendly face you have seen all night. Without her, you would be all alone. Alright, guys, we're going to take a quick break. So I will be right back. Alrighty. Where were we? Oh yeah. Your hostess leads you to a small, humble home located but a stone's throw away from the church, built in the shadows of a twisted, towering sycamore. The girl's home is in a such state it seems a folly to even call it a home. But when your hostess leads you inside, her eyes alive, and she says, "Here we are, home sweet home." You don't have the heart to tell her that you don't find her home very homely or very sweet. That would be incredibly rude as a guest. Half-heartedly, you look around your newfound surroundings. I'm not going to read all that, so I'll give it about a minute. Alright, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end it off here. Because this seems like a good spot to end it. So I'll see you guys